What do you call a fish with no eye?
It's draw time with Mr. Mayberry. Time to draw.
Well, hello and welcome to day 5, our final day of fishing week on Draw Time with Mr. Mayberry. Today I'm going to show you how to draw just a basic generic fish. So let's get started. It's time to draw. Like I said, this is going to be a generic fish. It's based in reality, but it's not supposed to be any specific fish that exists. I'm going to start with just a kind of a football shape. I'm drawing lightly, and I will be darkening this as I go. Next I'm going to jump back here and do the tail. So I'm going to make a curve where that begins here, and a curve down where that begins at the bottom. The back of the tail, I'm just going to kind of make a rough kind of zigzag line. And then I'm going to connect that with some curved lines. The ones on top curve down, the ones or curve up, and the ones on bottom curve down. Okay, I'm going to go up here and make a division where the head kind of divides from the body. Alright, in the front I'm going to add some lips. Now, any of these things I add, it would make a totally different fish if I made different sizes. It would look different. So that's something you can do, and I'm going to show you some examples of that here in just a minute. Okay, I'm darkening these lines because these are where I want them to be, and I'm not going to be changing them. I'm going to put an eyeball right here, just an oval, and shade it in. I might leave a little bit of the back side white here as a highlight, like a shiny place on the eye. I'm going to go up here at the top and make just some random bumps going back, and same kind of thing on the bottom, except the bottom I'm going to make a little bit smaller. Alright, and then I'm going to go up here at the top and attach these divisions, like in between the bumps. I'm drawing a line down to the body. Okay, and so this is the top fin, and then at the bottom fin, same thing, except they're going to curve. The line's going up, and it's curving in like that. Okay, then I'm going to make a side fin here. Alright, kind of a football shape, and I'm going to make some lines that go out. The top one curves up, and these kind of curve down, and at the end I'm going to make, instead of just having the football shape, I'm going to redefine that and make separate curves for each one of these lines, individual lines on the fin. Okay, then I'm going to make some scales on this fish, just some random bumps that curve around the same face line that we have here, and I'm going to put a second row. Now in the second row I can go from the center of one bump to the center of the next, or if you just want to do a random kind of a thing, you don't have to pay attention to that, you just make random bumps. They're all going to the back. Okay, so I'm going to fill up this shape, this fish shape, with these bumps, these scales. Okay, and so here's our generic fish. Now, I want to show you some other fish that I drew that with the same techniques, only I changed sizes of what I was drawing. So here was a basic fish that I started with, and then here's one where I made the body taller and not as wide. So it's big wide, high body and not as wide this direction. Here's one that I made with a larger shape at the front, and then it tapers down. I also made a bigger eye on this one, bigger lips, and a bigger fin. Tiny little scales, tiny little fins on top. And the tail is about a normal size. Then here's a last one that I did, and then this I really exaggerated, made it really tall and real skinny this way, and then made little fins here, little lips, little eye. So I just wanted to give you some examples of some different things that you can do once you learn how to draw the basic fish shape. You can change it and adjust it to make many different kinds of interesting looking fish. So that's our fish drawing for today. Well, now that you know how to draw a fish, let's see how we can add that to our big picture. Okay, let's take one last look at our big picture. Today I added the fish right here that we learned to draw. I did turn my paper sideways so that I could draw it the way I taught you, and then turned it back when I was done. I made it kind of a bright bluish yellowish green, and one of the reasons I wanted it to stand out. This is kind of the focal point of our whole picture, so everything kind of points to that, and it kind of stands out that they caught this huge fish. Now, like I said at the beginning of the week, the big picture is not meant to be something that you would just copy directly from me necessarily, but I want you to see how I would do something that might give you some ideas on ways that you could incorporate the different drawings that we've done this week into a larger picture. I colored this one in. If you do color your picture, make sure you take your time. You don't want to take a nice drawing that you've done and mess it up by doing bad coloring. So take your time with the coloring. I did use crayon for most of this. You can use watercolor. If it's a smaller area, smaller picture you're working on, you might want to use colored pencil. These figures, the people here, I went ahead and used colored pencil on them because it's easier to get into small detailed areas with a colored pencil than it is with a crayon. So that's the big picture for this week. Well, thank you for taking time to draw with me this week. Join me next week as we start a new summertime theme. And remember, if you want to be a good artist, do a little drawing every day.
Summer, 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 summer time. Oh yeah, that's a keeper.